Dumelang Sanbonani, greetings. Welcome back to another episode of True Crime with Stoned Q, where we cover true crime cases from a South African context, usually the under the radar cases, underreported cases, cold cases, cases that are affecting the marginalized groups specifically. But we do cover the well known cases as well. But welcome, everybody. Those who are new here, please start by subscribing. I'm under the assumption that you're a true crime junkie, hence you ended up here. But if you recognize my space from another platform, yes, it is definitely I. And we decided that we're going to separate the platforms because these cases tend to be a little bit heavy, and I just wanted to keep a consistent energy on the platforms. So, welcome to those who have been here before. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I know we've gone dead silent for quite a while. It's dead air for quite a while, 40 days, is it? Or longer? And those who are new here, please welcome. And just a few house rules. We are true crime junkies here, but let us remember that it does not call upon us to be unkind in the comment section. So let us remember just to be respectful, because these are real people, these are real cases with real families and real lives that were lost or real lives that were affected and people that love them. So let us remember to be kind should any family member or a friend or a dear one bump into our content that we do here. That is all we ask for on this platform. But content warning for today, not a lot of triggery, but if human trafficking, if the state of moral decay is a bit triggery for you, please go check out the other cool stuff that I do on Stoned Queer, same platform. We're still just on YouTube. We have not migrated elsewhere yet, but it is in the pipelines. So please go check out that what we do there. We deal with African spirituality and the African calendar specifically, but yeah, we do things, chakra hunt things and spirituality things on that platform. But let us get into today's case. As mentioned, it is a cold case. Only the time has lapsed, but not a lot of progress has been made in terms of that. And I'm not too sure. We're hanging out today. We're going to be speaking from a not a journalist point of view, not an investigator point of view, but I just want us to please engage in the comment section. What is your view on what is happening now? So today's case is based in Johannesburg, right here in Johannesburg, in the city of Braamfontein. Studentville a lot, newly graduates a lot, Friday groove a lot, Saturday markets a lot. So it's that kind of area. And I am under the assumption that she was a student, probably at the well-known universities, either UJ, Wits, Rosebank College, or what else is there? Yeah, all those little colleges in that area. So this is the case of Karabo Ncube, who went missing on the 24th of March in 2018, and today is the 25th of March in 2024. And this was a little bit triggery because of something that I watched over the weekend, and I was like, okay, let us go and about this case. What is your guys' view on this case that has went so cold, And I want us to talk about this desire, this poison of social media, this poison of fame, the desire of fame, the desire of trending and being well known, even if it comes at the cost of anything. And while I was just looking into this case here, like I saw a lot of vile comments, I saw a lot of very unpalatable things that were said, and I'm like, where is our human level? And yes, like I said, we are in the city of Johannesburg today, the city of gold, the city of moral decay, the city of, at Yonkinte Rongi right, the city of opportunity, I guess, or back in the day it was the city of what the fuck is happening. That is how I view Johannesburg. That is why Nakisha like Moka Johannesburg, and I literally just want to unplug from the city. But not all gloom and bad, but yeah, let us talk arise about this case. But those who don't have a backstory, have a case. So this was a 20-year-old young black lady who went to go visit her friend at a residential place in Auckland Park, right? So it's called the Auckland House. So it's one of those obviously student houses or a student accom kind of situations, right? So Auckland Park is also in the Johannesburg area, close to the Studentville, close to Wits, close to yeah, the Auckland Park, right? It is in Johannesburg. And so she went to visit a friend of hers. And coming from this friend, she's coming now going towards a taxi rank called Bri Taxi Rank Guard. So it's one of the main hubs. But right now, I'm not too sure if it's functional because I remember in 2023, there was a bombing or something, an explosion from underneath. And yeah, that street there in Jeko CBD is not usable, or taxis take a different route now. I don't know, but I will experiment. I want to take a taxi this coming week to see how status quo sejwang sa Jozi yabo. So anyway, so she's going to breathe. This is where so hunali Bria Makalati, which I discovered like 4 years ago. Hunali Bria Makalati, and then Libria Rona. We get the Soweto taxis, you get the Randburg taxis, Four Ways taxis, no Santiago North. Yeah, but you get like the main hubs. It's a connecting space, Gopri, but specifically, I know I used it a lot. Hakiako Soweto, that was my main taxi rank. Even when I was going on my journey of I'm finding myself and wanted to go to the home born in. Yeah, my home, my childhood home, Bree. I knew I just needed to get to Bree to be able to get to Club Soweto. But anyway, so she walks now from Auckland House and then making her way to Bree. So the only reports that we have, and we don't have the who, and I guess it is the nature of cold cases, but also it is the nature of these cases of when we're talking about human trafficking cases, where now Khuna le who, for the fact that it could be reported that she was wearing dark blue jeans, a black top, she had a fanny pack, a black. There is information from that. This is a person, there's information of this person that she was visiting. And I do apologize. I don't want to um, victim friend blame or anything, or victim family member blame or anybody. So please, I do not mean any disrespect in this. These are just questions that we still have. These are just questions that we still want to interrogate. And like WTA, what's a hala. So there's not a lot of who's, and I take it from an angle of how I friendship, and I don't want to impose the level of friendshipness that I do. I do consider myself a dope friend, whatever it is. But I don't know. I don't know how to say this in a kind way. But I remember with this commotion in 2018, this commotion on social media and this poisonous old app, it used to be Bird, old Birdie app. It's now an X now. The chaos that was going on there, the how are the friends not showing up? I definitely, and not that I wish it upon myself or anybody in my circles, but I don't know. I would have moved differently, I think. You know, I don't know. I've never been in that case. The only case I've been in is having a friend who dies, and I know it's one thing I'm still struggling to heal from. Like right now, I can cry when thinking about the passing of Archie. And yeah, that's my unhealthy attachment that I have to my friendships. So anyway, this young lady goes missing. Both her parents, I know there's Ntate Calvin, Lemelebu, have had to come to the media also to say, "Hore, these are false claims." And I cannot imagine as a parent when your child, you don't know where your child is, you don't know what happened to your child, you don't know, at least in a case where is settled and it's an unaliving, there is some sort of closure, even though there's still its own process of dealing with everything behind that. But in cases where who dead silent, I don't say what happened, there's nothing that akuna go mina. Like I can just imagine as a parent, I can just imagine, are you even functional? We've seen in movies, we've seen in true crime cases, because we're true crime junkies here, right? And apparently girls are psychos because we indulge in such content. But anyway, um so we've seen how like even marriages can fall apart because of a situation as so a child has gone missing, this person is 20, you haven't even begun your life at 20. Yes, you're 2 years into adulthood or whatever or legal adulthood, but you're still a child. But anyway, let us just go back to this analysis, and what triggered me speaking about this or wanting us to speak about this is something I bumped into over the weekend, and I was like, what the hell is our obsession of fame and social media that crazy? So the channel I bumped into more this platform here, YouTube. It's called Anonymous Confessions, I think. You can go check it out. I'm just, yeah, I don't know, and because I'm working on like more cybersecurity and stuff like that. So we definitely exposed to situations where we know, oh, okay, there's the internet, right, which is not governed by anybody. It does not belong to anybody. And then you have the dark web, right? We've heard stories of the dark web. Then there's the darker web and the darkest web. So what we see here, like is surface level, but in these, when we thought, okay, no, the child's porn, am I allowed to say that on this platform? I'm not too sure. Okay, that was the pit. No, 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 no. It goes darker. It goes really, 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 really darker. So I sort of get it why this channel has subscriptions and the subscriptions are growing and growing and growing. But there's just horrendous confessions there with no repercussions. And I'm not placing it on the content creator, and I'm not placing it on the people that come to confess. Clearly, they are anonymous. But those speculations, obviously, I went now to the toxic space, yeah, the old former Birdie app, to find out, okay, the people see this thing that happened. So there's a young lady, or yeah, let's not give her other adjectives. There's a young lady who's making a confession about how she got involved with this non-South African gentleman, and she ended up in drugs and ended up now having to sell her soul for $3.99 or her body for $3.99. Okay, it wasn't for $3.99. At least she was getting a hit from narcotics from that, right? But she'd speak how they would lure girls, how social media, it's so easy to lure girls, and and this culture, this consumerism, and I don't want to use slay culture, but this 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 lifestyle that is so like a fast, it promotes a moral decay. And I know I'm old when I'm speaking like this, but I just feel that you kids today do not have that luxury of just disappearing. We could get away with, okay, not me, I wasn't that type, but I know, like, I've had neighbors or whoever, children where, yeah, their households were a bit more relaxed, where they could disappear for a whole weekend, but we're on a Tuesday. So I'm from that generation where nearly luxury, babu abatsokoma for song, whatever it is, or you just decide to just go off the radar, or you guys don't have, or your parents are that strict, you want to run away, go be with your lover or something for a day or in, and you kids do not have that luxury, unfortunately. But anyway, so where were we? Yeah, so this girl speaking about how they lure girls, or babang, in extreme cases it would be ridimpinchi. So, and like, I've heard these stories more than once, which is why it's so concerning for me. Ridimpinchi, we're a bunch of friends, and being friends like that, I can still pimp you out to somebody else, right? So in my days it was a little bit subtle, okay, there's a quet that's gonna be paying, with God as a group of girls or whatever it is, and in that group of girls, there's one girl who's dating the mang, the moneyed one, or whatever it is, but there's always the one who takes one for the team, which is also not a palatable culture, but we did engage in such, So I'm just fortunate that I guess the friends, the men that my friends decided to be involved with, we never had the horror stories to saw, it's just regular heartbreak for people and stuff like that. Sorry, Dimpinchitaka, but it's just normal heartbreak, but no cases of people that are missing, people that were spiked. We never had that, and I'm thinking now, go my varsity friends. But we've had close encounters with my best friends, where the night could have gone otherwise, because we decided to be irresponsible. We decided, okay, we're gonna hang with these people because we want access to such a thing, or we want to go party in Johannesburg or whatever it is, and it's just by luck and by grace and by protection of underground gang or whatever it is, we never got to experience the horror stories in that magnitude, because most of us, we missed it in high school, like I say, Rona, like my parents. So if like bating, especially because like majority of my friends, in high school, or the friends that can go out. Ke my chains, abo. So yeah, my parents were quite abo iron fist. Yeah, shem. If only they knew who shem, they would have. They're gonna let me play with the boys, if only they knew. But anyway, so yeah, so this girl speaks, Horia. Even your own friends can lure you into such situations. We have likely these syndicates where these former models, they're old now. Okay, sorry, ageism, but they grown now, they're in their 50s, and they still like a cartel of women being pimped out. Babang, obviously, I think at that age it should be consensual. But there's something that this girl says. She said how, as the interviewer is asking her, okay, so are they sold into prostitution? And she says, "Okay, no, prostitutes get paid, right? So what these people get sold into is the trade, yeah, human trafficking that is involved with sex trafficking, right? And there's so many holes, there's so many directions that this case, Yakarabo, could have gone to. We don't know, but because of the region, Yabram, because of the region, Student Vili, because of the nature of how this case has just been unpacked in J, it's just giving those vibes, trafficking vibes. And once you also involve yourself or just open this rabbit hole, yeah, human trafficking, and just look how it works, and not just watching movies, although movies are so telling, movies contain a lot of truth. But when you open this rabbit hole, when you find out that even people then in the judiciary are there, people by uniform are there, people, your neighbor is there, and I'm like, "Butheni ma-Afrika, what happened to unembeza wethu? If you can just sell your friend into such a thing, if you as the buyer, the purchaser, I hear that girls from Mpumalanga, they go for about 40K, right? That is the price that we've put on human life. That is the price that we put on the pain of family members. That is the price that we put on somebody's parent. And yeah, it ranges, and it's just a crazy, crazy syndicate. And obviously, if it goes cross borders, you can imagine the babitwang those people that are high up there, the stakeholders are there, man. There's a word I wanted to use, but Famolao that are there. And when a dead end comes and a case is so, then you need to ask and like, who's being pissed off, because for by virtue of, okay, we have her last scene, we have even the approximate time, we have people we can tap into, location, network providers, investigators. Apparently three private investigators were used for this case. Mara libona yaba, the thousands of rands went down the drain. Libona yaba. So you're asking yourself, who actually are you pissing off whenever you want to resolve such a case? You know, and for me, it's the moral decay of everything. It's the where's our love as a people? Where is our moral code? Oh, Puma at when we are speaking like this, where is that ubuntu-ness? If you can, or it's again, so in your sober state, futhi uyixoxe le ndaba lena ukuthi no, no, prostitutes get paid. These ones do not get paid, and you're speaking about RAPE like it's just a thing, Jay. It's just a thing. And I'm really, 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 really concerned. And yeah, like I said, cold case. We don't have a lot of information. There's a lot of false information that came here. There's some idiot who came and said she's friends with her cousin, and with the cousin, they confirmed that she has never been missing. She's been home all along. Like such cases that delaying these things. And yeah, yeah. So there's not much, but I hope, man. I hope they still alive, and also I guess also being found after such a situation. Luena, your ntunes, your being, Luena, how do you continue life after maybe being rescued from such an ordeal? And yeah, man, a patriarchal world and a capitalist world is imperekele, bagaetsho. Imperekele. I don't know where you guys are at in terms of that, but I am truly, truly, truly sad. And it's just, yeah, it's, I guess, by I don't know what energy shift that happened that actually I bumped into this reminder again, Hori. And like this child is still missing, guys. And like there's no resolve. She would be what, 26, right? Well, is 20. We're hoping she still is, still has nama le moya bo di sa kopane mo aleng, even though I'm sure internally, if she is legit sold into this, And then let us speak on Brie Eyamakhalat or Brie itself, right? So I work in let me say in a digital space, right? And I know I've been approached a lot of times, okay, can you hack into such and such and such a thing? And because meluhlang angit sahlanganisa as we go. Sahlanganisa as we go, and you find out things okay, unali section ya stolen phones where or the stolen devices where they can be reopened and stuff like that, right? So I've encountered these areas. I've seen Kopri, especially Kopri Makalati. I've encountered Likopri itself, like the crazy criminal activity that goes on there. And it's not that our people in blue don't know, trust and believe. It's not that they don't know. You've seen also in SEX work that the people in blue are also the ones that are victimizing these women or these men, even though SEX trader men is usually under the radar, or in the queer community is under the radar, but except I guess go places like Boyle Brasso. But we've seen the people in blue. We know, man. We know ko hostela gore magata de ko ba lo. We know hostela has its own system and syndicate and criminal, but nothing will be done. And these are the things that make me wanna question what I do. We really need to bring more children into this dirty planet, or do we need to shut down? They advise you when you're doing like a lot of personal development work, they advise you to shut down from like the news and whatnot and whatnot. But I feel like even if you're not in the vibration yet thing or attracting the frequency yet thing, it's somehow fine to like these things. And you just need to hope in this country of ours that you never need the service the other people in blue. You've seen them for stupid cases. For stupid cases, they would be up in arms. But in serasi, child trafficking, human trafficking, child anything, etiling, GBV, they're not stepping up. They're not stepping up. And I get it. I get it. It is the system. Obviously, when you go in, you're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be a life changer. And that is why, even on my other platform, more getting, the actual problem is not this, is not that. It's the actual system that needs to be dismantled. Human trafficking is thriving so much. The drug trade is thriving so much because the stakeholders that they are people that are supposed to be upholding the law. When we're speaking of prison, we're gonna speak about that on Stone Square, the other channel, when we're covering Gasi the concentration camp. But a lot of social ills are, yeah, our people in blue. And it's so disheartening to see what I leading guys in Libona, they're coming bit by bit, and I still haven't reconciled what, okay, as a Ndlovukazi or as a queen, as an empress, how do you involve yourself in such horrid things? How do you pimp out a friend? How do you pimp out your own child? We have parents, we know of parents that pimp out their children. We know the girls by you know, you're thinking, oh my gosh, bajola le taxi driver, bajola le the makins and whatnot. Most of them it was not even their choice. They were pimped by parents. So yeah, let's engage in the comment section. I don't have a lot to say. I'm just sad. It's just such a gloomy day. I'm just sad. I'm just sad that it's still 6 years later. There's no word. There's nothing. There's probably parents and yeah, friends, it's really questionable. My grandmother from her grave to this day is still warning me about friends. And yeah, but yeah, please to engage with us, comment section. Please share your opinion. Please direct me to other sources, and I'm gonna try give updates when updates do happen. But yeah, like the stuff we speak about elsewhere, it is the age of truth. It is the age of things being uncovered, like naked. Everything is going naked now. So we're hoping that it won't be a cold case for over 20 years, or case where, you know, and yeah, unfortunately or fortunately, that every dog's got its days, even the big kingpins, Lebona, they do get their days. But anyway, happy today. Please do like, and doesn't mean you like what we're talking about, but please, yeah, please like, just for algorithm's sake. Please comment, please share, please subscribe if you haven't done so. I will see you guys on the next episode with, yeah, every true crime junkie, where we speak true crime in the South African context. Take care of yourselves. Please be good friends. Please don't sell each other out. Please don't human traffic each other. Take care of each other. Love one another. Let us restore our moral code, man. Ratike. I know I'm speaking like this because I'm old now, but man, let's do better and love one another.